we will learn another topic of JS, which is event loop. So the question occurs in our mind, like what is event loop, where it is used, and why it is used. So such type of questions are mostly asked in interviews sections also. Most of the interviews ask like what is event loop, explain with an example. So we will cover such type of topics in today's video. Okay, so before going to the code section, I want you to note some points like what is event loop basically. So all you need to understand that event loop is a crucial concept basically that governs how a synchronous operation work. So this term means that event loop works with the asynchronous operations. Okay, so how it works, like it continuously checks the call stack and the event queue. So how it checks, so what happens when request comes, it goes to the first call stack. It check whether the call stack that whether the task is present in the call stack or is it empty. If it is empty, then it looks for the task in the event queue. If the task found in the event queue, then it push them to the call stack for the execution. Okay, for the execution, and it executes. So all this term you will आपको सब समझ में आएगा like when we move to the coding part. So not wasting much time, let's move to the code section. So here we are. Okay, so first we will see like why the like without event loop how it looks, and with event loop how it works. So control log. So here what I did, I just write 3 console log, and the mid console log is present in the function. So here in both of this I will just call the function also. So now let's check what will be the output. So now you can see how it works: start, mid, and end. So this is the synchronous operation, not an asynchronous. This is a synchronous operation where event loop doesn't occurs. Okay, so now next move to that, like when event loop comes in the scenario. Okay, so what I will do, I will just place this only, and suppose that set timeout. Okay, with the interval of 0 second only. Let's see. Okay guys, so what do you think, what will be the output? So you can see like where we have written 0 seconds. So if it is if we run this code, so the output will be, what do you guys think, start, mid, or end? Let's see what the output is: start, end, and mid. So you can see still mid is coming in the last, even though we have given the 0 time to execute. What it is happening, like it is performing the asynchronous operation, and this asynchronous operation is performed. So that is the reason that console log for the mid is coming in the bottom, and this scenario is called event loop. Okay, so what is happening, let me tell you behind the scene. So first what happened, this call stack executed. Okay, when this call stack execute when this console log executed, it goes to the call stack. Okay, after that our line of code goes to this set timeout. Okay, it goes to the call stack. Okay, But what happened, it is taking some time. It's an asynchronous operation, so it moves to the event queue. Okay, then our line of code move to this console log, and it goes to the call stack and executed. Okay, so after this, when these two operations were moved, then our call stack goes empty. Okay, now according to our definition, like when the call stack is empty, it looks for the task in the event queue. So as you know, like in our event queue, still this set timeout function is present. So what will happen, it will look for the task or the function inside the event queue. So here the set timeout will trigger, and this set timeout from which is present in the event queue will move to the call stack for the execution. Then it will execute. So after executing, it will look something like this: start, end, and mid. So it is how everything works. So let's take another example, a small example. So let's take another example of fun one. Start is equal to another function fun2. Okay, what we will do, we will just call it. Okay, and what I will do, I will create a function fun2 which will contain a set time. Okay, so now let's take a set time mode for 1 second. Okay, and so now here what will, how it will, the data flow works. Like this function 1 will trigger. Then when this function 1 trigger, this console log will be executed. Then it goes to the function 2. Then this function is being triggered. When it goes to this, it will check for the set timeout. So it's an asynchronous operation. It moves to the event queue. Okay, then it goes to the another console log which is end. Once it has been done, it moves to the another, then moves again to the event queue. It check for the operation, and then it makes that event queue task to the call stack, and for the execution it's executed. So now let's check the output. So now you can see it takes a little bit 1 second time, then it executed. So it is how event loop works. I hope आप सभी को समझ में आया होगा how event loop works. Okay, so before closing this video today, I just want to highlight one another question जो कि इंटरव्यूज़ में बहुत ज़्यादा पूछा जाता है. So the question is promises and set interval which will execute first, or who has the higher priority. So promises has the higher priority than the set timeout in the event loop, so it will trigger first, then the set timeout. So please make sure you answer correctly to your interviewer. Thank you.